Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Krisha at home. So I have some gardening clips that I wanted to go through with you all after the ice storm that we had here in Texas. So anyway, these are my cabbages. They are looking pretty limp. My collards completely destroyed. The kale limp, dead looking. My green onions, well, my red onions, I always call those green onions for some reason. But anyway, they were covered up with the soil. So here is a picture of my fig tree. It survived. My crocus, they're looking pretty good. They're supposed to go dormant in the wintertime, but I'm still seeing some green on those crocus. And that's still crocus right there that I'm zooming in on. So I'm expected to see some beautiful flowers in the spring. And I cut back my collar, so this is it bare right now. I have a little new growth, and I put some plant food inside of my flower bed on yesterday. And so I have a clip later to show you all where everything kind of perked up a little bit. So those are my red onions. They were underneath the soil, so I think they are going to do pretty well. Not going to have any issues with those. My cabbage, however, I'm going to see if it's going to pull through. Please pull through. This is my first time ever growing cabbages, anything really. So as far as a winter garden, I did okay this past spring. These are collards. As you can see, a lot of frost bite on those leaves. But I'm keeping that there. I did not cut back those leaves until I get some additional growth. Then I'll cut back the frostbitten leaves. But yeah, those are completely destroyed. That was a cabbage. Collard greens gone.
It's completely gone.
I need to pull that up, but I think my roots are kind of tangled up, so I'm not going to disturb it for now. So my radish, I decided to go ahead and pull that up, and I didn't know what to do with it. I ended up just throwing it away, like in my little, I'm gonna call it a compost bin. I don't really have one, but I'm just throwing leaves to the side and old planters and stuff like that. And I'm going to keep the soil, so maybe this spring it'll just, have some nutrients in the soil from the stuff that I throw to the wayside. But anyway, my fig tree, that is a Chicago hardy fig tree, so I wasn't worried about that one there. It can withstand very low temperatures. But I put mulch around it, and it's looking pretty good, even though it was really cold here in Texas. My rosemaries, I'm not sure about those. I decided to keep it in that planter right there. And so we'll see what happens with that in the spring.
We'll see.
And I have some crocus buried off in there too somewhere, so we will see. These are crocus. I don't know if you all can see those, but the little bitty green plants. So yeah, hopefully those bloom in the spring. I decided to cover those up with some mulch because I wanted to make sure that, I gotta sneeze.
This is a pink lemonade.
I wanted to make sure that they survive for the spring because I want to, of course, attract pollinators, right? This is my pink lemonade blueberry bush. It survived. I'm very excited about that. And now I'm showing you all some lavender seeds. I just have like the bug. I want to go out and plant stuff like the gardening bug right now. And I know it's not that time of year to plant those, but I decided to go ahead and just sprinkle them in one of my planters outside. This is blurry here, but I was trying to read the instructions and to see the temperature of the soil, and so it says a minimum of 60 degrees, and right now it's 65 in Texas. Last week it was like in the 20s, really low in 30s, but now we're up to 60 degrees. So yeah, I decided to go outside in my backyard, and I sprinkled those seeds in this planter right here next to my rosemary. And I also have some crocus buried down off in there, but I think a squirrel ate my bulbs. So yeah, I ended up dumping that entire package in there by accident. I wasn't trying to do that, so we'll see in 28 days if I have some type of sprouts. I'm gonna tried to keep it moist to make sure that I get some
Thanks for
growth.
watching.
I get a lot of sun right there, so it should stay warm. And I just wanted to show you all my starter seeds. I start my seeds in my bathroom, so I don't have this elaborate setup. I'm new to gardening. You know, I've only been doing it since this past spring, and so I started all of my seeds pretty much in my bathroom. This is my guest bathroom. I need to clean the countertops, but as you can see, I have it propped up on top of some dew grow. Yeah. Anyway, that's for my hair. I have some sprouts already, so my collards, they tend to sprout really quickly. And then the cabbages, they are growing slow, you know, a little bit slower, so that's fine or whatever. I'm going to see if I can replace the cabbage and the collards that were destroyed in the ice. So I don't have too much more for you all. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time, if you made it this far, okay, because I feel like I'm all over the place, stumbling over my words and, you know, trying to get everything out, but and sniffing too. My allergies.
I don't even think I paid $15 for it.
Oh yeah, I have my light, my grow light sitting. It's connected to my towel rack. Like, y'all, this is really homemade, okay? But eventually I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to be able to set up my garage area. I need to clean my garage out, but I'm going to set that up as like a little grow area, and I will get some real grow stands and, you know, make it do what it do. But as right now, this is working for me. And in the spring or the summer, I probably will start some stuff outside instead of just, you know, using the grow lights, taking nice and slow outside.
You know, my page is not,
but yeah,
I don't have that many subscribers. But if you want
again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have made it to this part here, I thought this was the end of my video, but apparently I have a little more to go. So yes, I put some plant food in my planter yesterday, and as you can see, my plants are looking a little bit perkier. I'm excited about that. So those are my collards. Again, I'm not going to cut back those leaves. I'm just going to keep them there until I get some new growth. But look at my cabbage. So it really needed those nutrients that I put off in my planter on yesterday. It's starting to look back beautiful and green. Now that one right there, I have two cabbages kind of next to. I cut that one back. I wanted to rip it up, but I think all of my roots are tangled together. So I'm not going to pull anything up because I don't want to disturb the one that is looking pretty good right there.
Because I think the roots have.
And again, I'll cut back some of the frostbitten leaves once I get some new growth. But I'm trying to get me a head of cabbage. This is my first time ever growing cabbage. I love cabbage, by the way. So I'm looking forward to tasting it. My red onions are still alive and doing well up under that soil there. Not worried about those at all. They should be ready this spring. That's my kale. I cut it all the way back, so we'll see if I get some new growth since I put that plant food, and my collards too as well. Hopefully the plant food will help those grow back. I'm thinking so because the roots are still alive. The plant looks good, the stalk and all of that good stuff. So it's just the leaves were frostbitten and pretty much died. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. Subscribe.